Good morning students, welcome to our English class. In our previous class we discussed about nouns. What are nouns? Nouns are the naming words. It may be the name of person, place, thing or animal. It may be special name of a person or common name of a person. Special name of a place or common name of a place. Same with animals. But in place of nouns, we make use of pronouns, and pronouns help us to avoid unnecessary repetition of nouns. Let us understand with these examples. First of all, let us discuss the definition. What are pronouns? Pronouns are the words which are used in place of noun or nouns. A pronoun is a word that is used in place of a noun or nouns. Let us understand from these examples. Mr. Sharma is a firefighter. Mr. Sharma works in a fire department. In both of these sentences, we are talking about Mr. Sharma. In place of repeating Mr. Sharma, we can use he, which is a pronoun. Mr. Sharma is a firefighter. He works in fire department. He is a pronoun which is used in place of singular male. Male when that person is in singular form. And as a subject we make use of he. Let us understand with the second example. Vani is a ballet dancer. Vani dances beautifully. In both of these sentences, we are talking about whom? Vani. Vani is a ballet dancer. In place of repeating Vani, in the second sentence, we can replace Vani with she. She is a singular pronoun which replaces singular female. Okay. Vani is a ballet dancer. She dances beautifully. Now let us take the third example. Sonu, Monu, Anu and Vani went for a picnic. Sonu, Monu, Anu and Vani had a lot of fun there. In both of these sentences, we are talking about same person who went for picnic. Sonu, Monu, Anu and Vani. In the second one, in place of repeating the same nouns again, we can use they. In place of these, we can use they. They is the plural pronoun which is used as subject. Sonu, Monu, Anu and Vani went for a picnic. They had a lot of fun there. In these sentences, what we have done? We have replaced noun with pronoun. Pronouns help us to avoid unnecessary repetition of nouns. In first one, we have replaced Mr. Sharma in the second sentence, Mr. Sharma with she. In the second sentence, we have replaced Vani with in first sentence we have replaced Mr. Sharma with he, and in the second sentence we have replaced Vani with she. And in the third one, in place of repeating these so many nouns again, in the second one we have used they. All these nouns are used as subject. So pronouns help us to avoid unnecessary repetition of nouns. Welcome back students. Hope you must have understood what are nouns. We have already discussed a lot about nouns. Nouns are the naming words. It can be the name of person, place, thing or animals. In our previous video, we discussed about pronouns. Pronouns are the words which are used in place of noun or nouns. Now let us discuss first type of pronoun. First type of pronoun is personal pronoun. Personal pronoun can be used as singular pronoun, as plural pronoun. Let us discuss what are the singular pronouns. I, he, she, it, you. All these are singular pronouns which are used as subject. We'll discuss in detail what are subjects. Okay, how these will be used as subjects. Then me, him, her, these are also singular pronouns and these are used as objects. We'll discuss in detail about subject and object. Vani is a good girl. In this sentence, in place of this Vani, we can write she. Vani is singular. Vani is a girl, female, so we can write she. Sonu is very clever. Sonu is a boy. In place of Sonu, what we can write? He. He is very clever. Okay. It is my pen. In the third sentence, in place of my pen, here we have written it. All these are pronouns which are in singular form. That's why we have used singular verb with this, which is. Okay. All these are singular pronouns. Singular pronouns which are used in place of single person or single thing. One person or one thing. Now let us discuss what are plural pronouns. We, us, you, they, them, all these are plural pronouns. We, you, they, all these are used as subjects. And us, you and them, all these are used as objects. We'll discuss in detail what are subjects and objects. Sonu and Monu are friends. In place of Sonu and Monu, what we can write? In place of this, we can write they are friends. Okay. In place of this, we can write they are friends. Suppose my name is Sonu. Okay. Or then I can replace Sonu and Monu. In place of this, I can write we. We are friends. Suppose Sonu is my name, then I can write we are friends. Okay. Suppose Sonu and Monu are standing. I am talking to Sonu and Monu. Then Sonu, in place of this, I can write you also. It depends to whom you are talking, about whom you are talking. And you can be used both as singular pronoun, as singular pronoun and as plural pronoun. Let us see how the same pronoun can be used as singular or plural pronoun. Now let us see how this you can be used as singular and plural both. Let us read this sentence. Ma'am asked Rohit. Rohit is single person here. Why are you late today? Ma'am is asking from Rohit. Rohit is a single person, singular here, but we have used you here. Why are you late today? But remember, it hardly matters. You is used for singular or plural. You is used as singular or as plural, but always it will be followed by, or we make use of plural verb with it. You always take plural verb with it. Okay. Ma'am asked Rohit, why are you late? Here it is used in place of singular noun. Next, ma'am asked Rohit and Mohit. We are talking about two persons here. But still, why are you late today? Again, we have used singular. You can be used as singular pronoun and plural pronoun. But it always takes plural verb with it. We are not to forget this. Now let us discuss first person, second person and third person pronoun. Personal pronoun is further divided in three parts: first person, second person and third person. First person means the person who is speaking, who is telling his point of view, and for that speaker means to say first person is the speaker in the sentence. For speaker in the sentence, we make use of I, me, we, us. These pronouns are used for speaker in the sentence, and first person is the person who presents his views before others, or we can say speaker in the sentence. First person is the speaker in the sentence. Second person, to whom the first person is speaking. or we can say listener in the sentence. Second person is the person with whom the first person is speaking, or we can say listener in the sentence is the second person. And for second person we make use of you. You means you as subject we make use of use, and you, and as object also we make use of you. For subject and object, both of these we make use of you for second person. Second person means listener in the sentence. And third person is the person about whom these two, first person and second person, are talking about whom these both are talking, that is the third person. And for third person we make use of he, him, she, her, they, them. He is used for male when it is in singular form, she is used for female, singular female, and they is used for plurals. Let us understand first person, second person and third person from the example of, from the conversation of Aarti and Deepak. Aarti, I am going to my friend's home, will you come? For Aarti is using for herself I, and you is used for Deepak. She is using you for Deepak. No, let's wait for Ritika. Let's, here apostrophe s means let us. Let us wait for Ritika. Again Aarti saying when will she come? For Ritika, about whom they both are talking, they are using she. When will she come? She will come at 5 o'clock. Aarti is talking to Deepak. So for herself, Aarti is the speaker here. So for herself she is using I. I am going to my again first person, my friend's home. Will you come? And with whom she is talking? She is talking to Deepak, and for Deepak she is using you. Deepak is the listener in this sentence. With whom she is talking? No, let us wait for Ritika. Now Deepak is talking about both of them. So for together, they want that both of them together will wait for Ritika. So he is using us. Okay. And next, when will she come? Aarti is asking about Ritika. Ritika is the third person here. For third person, she has used she. When will she come? She wants to know when will Ritika come. In place of Ritika, she has used she. When will she come? Now Deepak is answering she will come at 5 o'clock. Third person again for Deepak also, as she is not present at the moment. So he is using she. In place of Ritika, he is using she. She will come at 5 o'clock. She again third person. Third person is the person about whom the speaker and the listener are talking about. Hope you must have understood. First person is the speaker in the sentence. Second person is the listener, and the third person about whom the both of these are talking. Now let us discuss how personal pronouns can be used as subject or object. Subject means the doer of the action or about whom we are getting information. Okay, about whom the sentence is. As subject, we make use of he, she, they, you, we. These pronouns are used as subject pronouns. He, she, these are used as singular pronouns. They, you, we, all these are used as plural pronoun. You can be used as singular pronoun as we have discussed earlier. Okay, now what are the object pronouns? Object means the receiver of the action, who takes that action, on whom the effect of that action takes place. Object pronouns are him, her, they, you, us. These are object pronouns. He is used for male, singular. Her is used for female, singular. Them, you, us. These are plural object pronouns. You can be used as both singular and plural pronoun as we discussed earlier. Now let us understand this from these examples. First example is he praised me. What action has been taken place? Praised. Who has praised? He. He is the doer of the action. He has praised. So he is the subject pronoun. Okay? Subject pronoun. He praised me. Who is the receiver of the action? Whom he praised? Me. Me is the object pronoun. Okay? He is the doer of the action. So he is the subject pronoun. And me is the receiver of the action on whom the effect of that action takes place. So praised me, so me is the object pronoun. Let us understand from the next example. I gave them punishment. I gave them punishment. Who gave punishment? I gave punishment, so I is the subject pronoun, doer of the action. Who gave this punishment? I is the doer of the action, so I is the subject pronoun. Who received that punishment? Them. Who? He gave them punishment. Whom he gave punishment? Them. Them is the object pronoun. On whom the effect of this action has been taken place? Them. So them is the object pronoun. I is used as subject pronoun. Them is used as object pronoun. Now let us understand from the next example. Tell them not to make noise. Students, we have already discussed when we were discussing about sentences that imperative sentences. In this is imperative sentence. Tell them not to make noise. This is imperative sentence. Or in imperative sentence, always the subject is you. Subject is you. So tell them not to make noise. Them. Who will tell? Them. So them is the object here. In imperative sentences, after this action word, we make use of object, and always the subject is you, which we are to understand. This subject will not be given in imperative sentences. We are to understand. Okay. After tell, we make use of, if tell is given like this, after that we make use of object pronoun. Again, after let us read the book. After let, we make use of object pronoun. Let us read. Again, us is the object pronoun here. After let, we always make use of object pronoun. And after tell, when it is given like this, means it is used as imperative in imperative sentence. Then after that, we make use of object pronoun.